We did take control in that period. Well, certainly they could revert to the type of thinking that featured their game against City on Saturday. But if they're able to get early points on the board, you know, there was a lot of spirit in their second side performance, and they could give Canterbury a shake.
They showed that against Auckland last year, didn't they?
Into the, here's a chance for Country. Yes, they're going into score. Number 4 has gone into score. That's John Jarvie. After the fullback, Neil Eccleston, chimed into the backline raid. That's a good try by Combined Country. And here it is on the Tooth Cup replay, seen from a different angle, as we see Haddock with a long ball through the 5/8, and the fullback Eccleston joined into his backline. Pomfret clung tenaciously to him, and
it's perfectly justified in being in front after the captain of the opposing side gives 2 penalties right under his own goalpost.
Sullivan was ankle tap. It was a good step, but it was a good run that's taken him to this point on the field. 15 metres his own side of halfway, and here's Steve Mortimer now, who received some attention, incidentally, while the goal was being taken. Dummy half is Pat English. That's Graham Hughes. 3 men required to pull the second rower down. He's been well and truly spotted tonight, Graham Hughes, but still able to make a break or two. His brother Mark is tackled.
I think his return is going to make a big difference to Canterbury Bankstown, Keith. Graham Hughes.
He sets a great pattern around the right.
Oh,
that was well.
Perfect from Gary Hughes to Cutler to Pomfret. Chris Mortimer's coming up. Cutler's got the pass away. Chris Mortimer gives it back to Gearin. That's a great try. That's a superb Canterbury try. The entertainers of rugby league have done it again. Let's have a look at the
ball, and that's
what their coach was emphasising, that they do come onto the ball strongly.
So the run around between Gary and Steve Mortimer's gone through the gap. He's inside the 22. He picks up the runner, his brother Chris, and he should score. Oh! Evans above. He's chanced the pass. Sullivan's gone in, but it's no try. In fact, the corner marker was taken by Chris Mortimer, and you know who the tackler was? You're right on. Neil Eccleston, the Sydney side. And then every match through May and June will be determining our 1980 quarter-finalists. So it's the Bears versus Queensland Country next Wednesday here at Leichhardt. So in fact, Leichhardt will be graced by the presence of Queensland on Tuesday and Queensland Country on Wednesday. Graham Hughes. In this day of inflation, the way it's running, it's a good idea. Bringing Queensland Country down the night after the Queensland match. Graham Hughes back to Graham Foe, and that should be a try. It is a try. Graham Foe, the Canterbury drop forward into score, about 10 metres to the left of the ball over the last 7 years. In fact, they've had their critics down through the years. But they tonight have turned out in strength for this match. Cutler. Mortimer. Gary Hughes. And that man is Foe. He's got the taste of a try, and he's given it to Pomfret. Back on the inside, Chris Mortimer. Back it goes to Collis. Coming quickly is Gearin, and he's put it down. Well, that was going to be another great try for Canterbury, and the final pass being put down. And it's another Canterbury scrum winners. Gary Hughes gives it away to the winger. Gearin coming from the blind side and scorching in the score. Canterbury racing out now, 17 points to 3. We're over with Morgan at dummy half now. Haddock, Cooper, back to Westblade. Morgan beats him. Well done. That's Regan in 17. The tackler in 9 is Casillas for Canterbury. Brockwell is the dummy half. Haddock calling for it. There he is. Westblade. Little kick through. Eccleston leaves it. Picked up by Lee Pomfret. And Pomfret is over the halfway. Brockwell is chasing the winger. O'Callaghan is coming from well back. But Pomfret scores for Canterbury. 22 points to 3 is the scoreline in favour of the Bulldogs. Beatson. Now Out to play the ball is Paul Graham, very close to the line. Last tackle for Country, fed back to Morgan, the hooker. A long ball, oh, and then a clash of bodies, and Steve Mortimer has it for Canterbury. Gary Hughes. Canterbury have thrown another replacement out there. Well, that's Hunt, I beg your pardon. Gearin, oh, that was a beautiful take by Gearin. How far can he go? He's on the touch line. He can't kick left foot. He puts it down to centre field with the right foot, and it'll race for the ball, and number 14 for Country has it. That's Kevin Cooney, back inside his 22. 16th penalty, is it, for Canterbury? Mather. Mortimer. Gary Hughes. Oh, that's got to be a...
Gee, let it go.
I thought it would have been a Shepherd for certain, but this is Malcreevy now, and he's almost slipped through the gap. Dummy half is Collis in 15. Steve Mortimer coming into the dummy half role. Long ball, beautifully fired to Graham Hughes, and they're in to score, the Bulldogs. They might as well have sent them a...
6 tries to 1, but gee, they've played against the odds, haven't they? You know, without any ball.
So Gary Hughes goes to ground, and 32 points to 3. I'll run through the points scorers for you as we watch these final seconds. And that man galloping into the open space is Jeff Hunt. Sullivan positions himself, but he needn't bother. It's easy, says Jeff Hunt. And it's 35 points to 3. Against
a Country combined side, you know, bits and pieces in a match such as this.
Well, the geographics, I think, is one of the most important factors, Frank, and I did mention that earlier. But as we can see, the match has come to its close at 35 to 3 in favour of Canterbury. And we'll be back in just a moment.